Hi, my name is Annie Mul. I'm from the Netherlands, from the new Vida Art space and Haarlem Town Queers. I'm facilitating this weekend and we are thinking about building futures, about the past, the present and the future of queer activism.
My name is Luis. I'm coming from Milan, Italy. For the workshop, that's very interesting because they bring us to work together and to build up projects. Right now we are working about a future project.
Today we are doing some work around content making for the representation and the support of the queer communities, how we can activate allies as well as how we can be fulfilling and satisfied, fulfilling our lives and satisfying ourselves as queer activists. These days we are considering how we are making content. We are also thinking about the kinds of campaigns and the future planning for community building. And now let's see what they're doing.
Hi, I'm Noah. I'm 25 years old and I'm a trans guy from Milan. Our group talks about visibility and good representation in culture, education for queer people to improve the quality of life of queer people.
The group idea is to see the future of our community as a community without any conditions, where everyone can be accepted, welcome and loved, without conditions.
Like brainstorming first, and then we will try to organize them and find a way more concrete to improve life of queer people.
We're actually working on spaces of inclusion, and after a little brainstorming we just arrived to the conclusion that all kind of space has to be a space of inclusion, and we divided the space in like intangible space and tangible space. Like an example of intangible space could be like communities or like safe spaces or like online spaces also. And an example of tangible spaces could be like everything that's offline. So maybe like cities and also infrastructures and buildings. And yeah, so some examples of like spaces of inclusion that actually are not accessible to us or to a lot of people that want to access them could be like hospitals, workplace, also daily care and schools, and like we kind of brainstormed what can be better, what could improve this kind of not accessible or inclusive spaces, and we want to add information, we want to add education, we want to have more language to talk about terms and definitions, and we want more policies to get access to these kind of spaces, and we want also more representation. On the other hand, we thought about examples of accessible and inclusive spaces, and our first thought was just online spaces and also very specifically like TikTok. Also, yes, community-based spaces, because most communities, like LGBTQ plus communities, actually understand what it means being accessible and being inclusive. And so we tried to understand what made them that way, and the first thing was visibility, was acceptance, was more knowledge, was also technology sometimes, and the people, because these spaces are being like inhabited by younger people. So we are seeing change, and we're like projecting ourselves in like 30 years, and yes, we can see like a better world.
Yesterday, the participants created different kinds of content during the evening, thinking about their fears, their hopes, their desires in the present as well as in the future. Today, the participants are moving forward in imagining futures using the content that they created yesterday. And they are going to be making small pitches around what kind of ways that activists can work together to build on the milestones that we've created, to the milestones that we've identified as ways to move forward.